2018. Sri Lanka's tax to GDP barely went over 12%. I don't think it even reached 12%. So this is Mr. Wickremesinghe's most recent record. And we mentioned the last 2 years as well, right? So in terms of his, he recently said it was his own words. He said, in my opinion, governance is second, right? Now, if the president of Sri Lanka, whose government wrote to the IMF and requested that the IMF generate a governance diagnostic report, is now saying that governance is second, when every economist and every analyst has understood that governance and economics go together in Sri Lanka, that's where we failed. We failed because there were people in positions that had no business being in those positions, right? That had been the case during Yahapalanya. During Yahapalanya, when the Easter attack happened, who was the national security advisor? Was he someone with national security experience? No. Mr. Wickremesinghe, as soon as he came into power, he gazetted the central bank under the Prime Minister's office, personally invited Arjuna Mahendran from Singapore and told him to take that position, then advised him to leave the country when the proverbial excrement hit the fan. Now we are asking that same president to set institutions in order to run this country for the next 2 years or for the next 5 years. I mean, can you take these people seriously when they say this? Mr. Wickremesinghe has a record of failure. It's unequivocal. I mean, you can point to one or two policies and say, oh, look at what he passed, look at this legislation, look at the constitutional councils. Look at where the constitutional councils are now. What is Mr. Wickremesinghe saying about the power of the executive within our system? What happened to his principles of devolution of power, of decentralizing power, of abolishing the executive presidency? What happened to all that? It's all changed because now he's got a different parliament behind him, right? So I think some of my colleagues have placed their trust